What up? What it do? It's your boy JDQ with Vision IBT Shorts, and in today's episode, Logic fearfully asks Dad why he abandoned him in an incredibly emotional face-to-face interview. And without wasting too much time, this is Vision IBTV Shorts, where we try our very best to bring you guys the latest in music and entertainment industry news in about 5 minutes or less. So let's get right into it. This article is by unilad.com, in case anyone was wondering. Rapper Logic broke down crying as he expressed the feelings of abandonment he felt as a child and demanded his father hears him in a heartbreaking exchange. And this is like a screenshot of like the interview and all that. If you follow Chicago rapper Logic at all, you will know he regularly speaks about the complex relationship he has had with his father. From his mixtapes to his official albums, Logic, real name Robert Bryson Hall II, or Bobby, the rapper has been candid about his absent dad in much of his music, often speaking about the facts his father, Robert Bryson Hall, or Smokey the Legend, was barely around, a crack addict, and an alcoholic. However, some of his songs have always also spoken, sorry about that, about how the pair have attempted to repair their relationship, how his father has gone to rehab and sought help for his addictions. In an episode of Logic's podcast, Logically Speaking, the rapper was determined to say his piece and confronted his father for his actions in poor parenting. The video of the pair's conversation was shared on YouTube on February 6th. I pack a backpack because my mom tells me that, my dad is going to come pick me up because he promised that he would come pick me up. And he doesn't pick me up, and I wait all day outside, and I wait, and I wait, and you don't come, and it's not the first time. Logic said around the 30-minute mark of the podcast. Um, there's a part of me that, as grown as I am and developed as I feel mentally, there's still that little boy that's still waiting on the curb for his dad, he continued. The rapper repeatedly had to pause to wipe away the tears from his eyes, also asking his father not to interrupt at all. I look at my son and I think about how much my son means to me, and I can never make him sit on a curb. And I don't say this to make you feel bad. I don't. I really love you. Logic continued. He went on to add that he was now a man of his word due to the very fact that his father wasn't. And see, before I continue with the article, these are the things to really like learn from because there's a lot of people with different traumas and a lot of weird way of handling what was done to them, and I could go into like a whole separate conversation about this. But for example, there's people who grow up with this type of situation, and for whatever reason, knowing how terrible and bad they felt going through that type of pain and suffering, they then turn around and do the same thing to the next person, and the cycle continues. But it's really important to learn from how Logic is handling the situation where, like, reasonably, it was done to him, and because he knows how terrible it feels, he's like, "No, I'm gonna stop the cycle, and I'm not going to turn around and do the same thing that was done to me. I'm gonna do things differently. I'm gonna do things better," you know? And that's the most logical way of thinking. But for some reason, there's a lot of people out there who aren't able to get their mind to that point where it's like, "No, I'm not going to continue the cycle. I'm gonna break the cycle. I'm going to build up my son, my daughter, my children, whatever, in a better way than I was brought up." So, kudos and respect to Logic on that. I don't know why. I mean, no disrespect and no at all to anyone who just so happens to, do it the other way. Um, but to me, it never made sense. Where if someone did something to me and it hurt me and it traumatized me and it made me feel bad, and I grew up with like complexes and trauma, it never made sense to me how some people receive all that and then they just kind of like pass it on to somebody else. It just never made sense. So again, kudos and respect to Logic for handling this differently. Um, yeah. So Logic also asked him what the drugs felt like that had such an influence on him that he was unable to be there for his son. Um, hmm, and then his father says, "You want to know what it felt like? It felt like being in hell." Logic's father said, "It felt like having something control me. That is what it is. That is what it is. What?" I don't know if that's written correctly, but felt like having something. The drugs, it is like Rick James said, cocaine is a hell of a drug. I was young, self-centered, and stupid as f. And if I knew then what I know now, my life would probably be different. Before the pair moved on to other topics, they thanked each other for giving the opportunity to vent their feelings, which is always the thing to do. Just allow each other to, get those feelings out and get their thoughts and opinions and all that out the way. So kudos and respect to Logic and his dad for that heartfelt conversation. Hopefully, it teaches a lot of other parents and their kids out there watching um, a lesson, a valuable lesson. And I hope it serves as some type of like powerful, also like in a way testimony, that things can and could get better if both parties like try, you know. But anyways, that being said, I've already passed the 5 minute mark, so I will let you guys go, and more episodes to come your way later today and um, over the weekend. So love you guys. Stay safe and blessed out there. This is JDQ with Vision IB TV Shorts, and until next time, peace out.